Welcome back. I'm Laura. If you've ever felt like you're living multiple versions of your life at once, or like parts of yourself don't fully belong here, this might explain why. As 2026 unfolds, parallel timeline awareness is increasing. The collective doesn't have language for this yet, but supergalactic souls do. Their role isn't to convince or prove anything. It's to hold coherence as disclosure continues internally before it becomes external. If this resonates, you're not waiting, you're synchronizing, and you're right on time. In this video, we're going to talk about parallel lifetimes because past lives are kind of old news. Parallel lifetimes are where everything is now heading. Souls are not linear, they're multi-threaded. If we think of time as a web, every lifetime is a thread. Awareness gives us access. As consciousness expands, more threads become available through dreams, deep meditation, astral states, altered states, and spontaneous bleed-throughs. What parallel lifetimes actually are. Many people were taught to think of reincarnation as a straight line. One life, then another, and then another. But linear time is a human construct. It's how this dimension organizes memory. Consciousness itself doesn't actually move that way. Many souls are incarnated simultaneously across different timelines, dimensions, planets, and densities. These aren't past or future in the usual sense. They're concurrent expression of the same consciousness operating across multiple fields at once. For a long time, humans couldn't perceive this because the collective field was dense and linear. But as the frequency rises and has been rising, those parallel expressions begin to surface, not in sequence, but all at once. This is why someone might suddenly remember being Atlantean, Lemurian, Egyptian, Orion-based frequency souls, Andromeda-based frequency souls, or even non-humanoid souls, all within the same year. It's not because these lives happen back to back, it's because they're all active now. Why parallel lifetimes are surfacing? Parallel lifetimes activate for a reason. They surface when timelines are converging, missions are coming online, disclosure cycles are approaching, or the soul is retrieving relevant knowledge. Awakening isn't about remembering where you were, it's about remembering what you know. Many of the souls awakening now incarnated specifically to support Earth during this ascension period. The knowledge, technologies, healing systems, frequency work, and consciousness architecture developed elsewhere were never meant to stay elsewhere. Parallel access is how higher knowledge is brought into the Earth field, not abstractly, but through lived embodiment, insight, and action. How souls use parallel lifetimes. Parallel lifetimes are not random memories, they're functional. One of the ways that they are functional is skill retrieval. Healing modalities, frequency tools, energetic technologies, languages, or genetic knowledge. These often surface fully formed because they're being pulled from parallel expressions. Role awareness. many advanced souls operate in multiple roles across dimensions at once. You might be anchoring stability here while working strategically or technologically elsewhere. These roles are coordinated and not separate. Networked identity. Supergalactic souls don't incarnate as isolated beings. They incarnate as networks. Parallel selves are part of the same mission architecture. This is why identity begins to stretch. You stop asking, who was I before, and start asking, who am I? Across. That shift is the point. Who accesses parallel memory? So not everyone experiences this. Those who do often have supergalactic center activations, strong fixed star alignments, 8th or 12th house emphasis, prominent Aquarian, Piscean or Sagittarian signatures, or high-density non-local soul origins. These souls don't awaken by recalling a single past life. They awaken by remembering a network of selves. So how do parallel lifetimes bleed through? There are a few common access points. Dream states, not symbolic, but experienced dream states. Déjà vu, triggered by physical locations or frequencies. Skill, familiarity, knowing something without having learnt it first. Visual overlays, perceiving layered realities during convergence windows. These aren't imagination, they're memory interface. So what does this mean now during this great time of disclosure? Parallel lifetimes are the quiet prelude to disclosure. Before contact becomes external, it becomes internal. Before multidimensional reality is acknowledged collectively, individuals begin living it. This is how timelines prepare themselves. In a future video, I'll show how to identify your own parallel lifetimes, because each reveals a very different layer of your networked self. And from there, we'll move into how disclosure actually unfolds, not through governments first, but through consciousness carriers already on the ground.